with you.
And with your spirit.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Glory to you, Lord. His disciples said to Jesus, "Now that you are speaking plainly and not using metaphors, now we see that we know everything and do not have to wait for questions to be put into words. Because of this, we believe that you came from God." Jesus answered, "Do you believe at last? Listen, the time will come, in fact, it has come already, when you will be scattered, each going his own way and leaving me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. I have told you all this so that you may find peace in me. In the world you will have trouble, but be brave. I have conquered the world." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord.
You will find peace in me. On this fourth day of the Novena, I have chosen the fruit, peace, for our reflection. I recall a person attending church one Sunday morning, and he was not well. He was just not feeling right. He was at Mass, and when the priest would say, as the liturgy demands, "Peace be with you," he just stayed there with arms folded. Didn't move. Didn't look left nor right. He just stayed there, vexed, pouting, you might say. And he justified his disposition. He said, "I'm not feeling well. Life has not been kind to me. I have no peace. Business is bad. I am not in good relation with my daughters. My marriage is not going well. Don't tell me about giving peace to people. I have no peace to give." And maybe he is right. He has no peace to give. My dear friends, we are often confused in the liturgy about peace, particularly at that point of the Eucharistic celebration. The peace that we're invited to extend or to share with those around us in the church, it's not your peace. We confuse it with a greeting, saying hello, and it becomes a long time I see you moment. It's not that. The peace that we are invited to share is not our own, but the very peace of Jesus himself. That's what it is. It is a kind of wish, you might say. A wish. And when I say a wish, I mean a longing of the heart. I mean a hope. I mean something that is absolutely profound. Because what we are seeking to do in that moment is to enact a moment in which the peace of Jesus is in me and that is also in you, and we both acknowledge that it is Christ's peace. Because like that, man, we're all in that boat, really. He identified a chronology, a liturgy, a litany of all that was bad in his life. But we all have our litanies of woes. And all that contributes to the lack of peace. But what is rather interesting, while we might identify with that gentleman Maybe it is time to identify with the other thing, the peace that is only Jesus is to give. We may go to sleep and yet have no peace, because it is not that kind of thing. Peace is a kind of arrestation of the spirit. It is where we are somehow caught in God. We think of peace as a kind of destination as well. I have to get peace somewhere there. No. The peace that Jesus is referring to, he says, you find it in me. But how does that look? He says it is impossible in the troubled world to find it there, to think you'll get it from things. You will not. Be brave in the world. I have conquered the world. Because God's peace, the peace of Jesus, is pervasive. It is everywhere. Peace then is not a destination. Peace is the way. The great Mahatma Gandhi said it that way. He said, there is no path to peace. No path. Because peace itself is the path.